Hola, ¿cómo está? Yeah, I just got back from Mexico. Anyway, you guys probably already know through Facebook I went down there to get some dental works done. Yeah, so a couple of people asked me why did I pick Mexico and how it works and what's the cost. I can just go through the experience with you. First of all, I didn't know you can get the dental down for way cheaper down Mexico. Someone else, one of my friends used to live in San Diego, told me his mom used to go down to Tijuana, Mexico all the time to get dental down. When I was a kid, I lost a big tooth in the back. I think when I was 12 years old. So I needed either a bridge or implant. And on my other side, because I overused this side, so I need a crown also. I already got my root canal done when I had coverage. But my current coverage is only up to $500 a year, and then I have to pay like 20% deductible, so which is a lot. So for my work, I can tell you what I did down in Tijuana. I did crown. I did one crown, one bridge, and one root canal altogether for $1,300 US. If I get the same works down here, it's anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. So there is a good video on CBC. It's CBC Marketplace. You go search around, talk about how dental treatment plan in Canada can be like from anywhere from 1,000 to all the way to 10,000. All the dental treatment here, like the dentists, they are kind of like mechanic or used car dealership. All depend on what kind of coverage you have. I watched the video on CBC. It's crazy. Like what dentists usually do here is they look at your coverage first. Depending on what kind of stuff covered, they will just do whatever. So anyway, right into the subject. How did I pick the dentist? So usually, first step you need to take a look at Yelp, take a look at TripAdvisor. So narrow down a few dentists you think the treatment will be better for you, because what I went through might be a different treatment plan like you, because some people might need to get the filling or crown or whatever, like night guard to be installed. So that will be a different story from my experience. Okay, I'm sure you can save quite a bit, but you still have to do quite a lot of reference check. So for example, once you narrow down to 3 or 4 dentists, make sure you give them a call, like see how they communicate with you. I'm pretty sure most dentists do speak English down there. Maybe a good question will be like, how long you've been practicing here? So because some dentists, they actually lost the license back in the United States, and then they start practice in Tijuana. You don't want something like that. Like my dentist, he's around like 60 years old, so being practiced in Tijuana for the past 30 years. You want something like that. After that, once you narrow down to 3 or 4, make sure ask them to provide you a reference reference check. So what I did is I asked my dentist to give me a reference phone number somewhere in Vancouver or Victoria or here in BC would be preferable. So I called a reference. So once I get that clear, book the ticket. So because I live in the BC, it's very cheap to go down to south to Washington State and fly down to San Diego. So I parked my car at the Park and Ride down Bellingham, just took the bus to SeaTac. So because I parked my car at Park and Ride, it doesn't cost me anything. So my whole flight cost me about $250. So SeaTac to San Diego, back to Los Angeles, LAX, back to BLA, which is Bellingham. Yeah, and Mexico is really nowhere close to what I expected. Like, especially like Baja California. If you ever watch a drama called Weeds on HBO, I think HBO or Showcase, I can't remember. Like, I think there's a couple of seasons talk about Tijuana, like how all cops is corrupted, how people get murdered, how you people dig the tunnel, or from San Diego, one of the malls in San Diego, go to Tijuana and do the gun run and draft run. I mean, maybe they do that. Maybe they do or not. But personally, I feel very safe in Tijuana. So how did I get down there? I took the trolley. from San Diego, it's called Blue Line, all the way stop at the border. So you just walk through the border. It only takes like 5 minutes. And then once you cross into the Mexico, like there's nobody. There's border check, but nobody gets stopped. But there's only one or two people got stopped. Like they didn't even bother to look your passport, nothing. You just walk through. So once you get down to Mexico, you can take a cab to your hotel. It's somewhere like $5. I booked a hotel right in downtown Tijuana. It's about $30 a night, which is actually kind of expensive. I was told like you can get the hotel somewhere around $20, but you know when you first go there, you want to use like Priceline, Expedia.ca, so read the review. So the works, it took like two appointments. So the first appointment, then dentist will just take the filling out, cut the big hole, waiting to make to put in the crown, and for the bridge, they have to take, I think it's kind of model and put into your gun and to make to make a bridge. So it takes like 3-4 days. Between that time, I just travel around. I mean, Mexican people are very friendly. Like trust me, I don't even speak single words of Spanish. I mean, anywhere you visit, like I've been to Thailand, Bahamas, quite a few other countries. As long as you know please, thank you, how are ya, like hi, you can go anywhere. I mean, there's a body language, right? Food is great. I mean, I didn't have any problem. Like I had like street tacos. Come on, other Mexicans having that. Why? What's the problem with me? But that may be because I'm Chinaman. My stomach's probably different. Like, I even had a raw oyster. I told my Mexican friend like I had a raw oyster. They were amazed. Like, oh, you didn't have any problem. Yeah. I asked direction from Mexican cops. I didn't have a problem. They didn't ask me for cash. Like, I remember where the movie or drama, I think because of weed, they said, oh, giving cash to Mexican cops is a cultural thing. No, I mean, they didn't ask me for cash. In Mexico, when I was down Mexico, I just take those van taxis. It took me $1, $2, can go anywhere. Like I went down to Rosarito. It's a nice beach there, but you don't see any tourists. Tourists got scared away. Like I even talked to people in San Diego. They never been to Tijuana. They said, what? Like you've been to Tijuana? Like how the hell you made that all the way from British Columbia to California first time, and then went all the way to Tijuana and went back no problem. I mean, seriously, I have to say, if you have a problem in Tijuana, you're probably gonna have a problem anywhere in the world. Like, if you get too drunk, if you've been stupid, if you've been provoking people, you're gonna have a problem anywhere. Doesn't matter if it's Mexico, Canada, whatever, Timbuktu, right? You don't go to Mexico and tell, oh my goodness, the street is dirty. How come the smell is awful? Come on, it's a developing country, okay? I mean, there are people making $20 or $10 a day. I mean, if you pay me $10, $20 a day, you think I'm not gonna jump the fence? Trust me, I'm gonna jump the fence, okay? So don't tell me like, it's a poor country. People are like, well, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Okay, especially I heard this a lot. Right now, it's immigration reform. Like people will say, so many Mexicans, 11 million in the United States. Why don't we just deport them all? I'll tell you something. If you're going to deport Mexican from the States, your country is not going to be functioning like one day. No. If nobody pick up the word from Home Depot parking lot, you American going to go work for it? No. I saw somewhere, it says, Americans ask for bailout. Mexicans ask for jobs. Like people work really hard down there. You know, compare with LA, compare with San Diego. I want to say LA mostly. Panhandle or down Tijuana is not even aggressive. Yeah, I never had people like insist, oh, you need to give me cash. No, I mean, if I say gracias, they just leave me alone. Anyway, back to the dental. Anyway, so my second treatment there, like I went there for I stayed there for 2 hours. the dentist first did the cleaning for me, and then put the bridge, put the crown on that. So because it's all depend on how it fits. So he tried 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours. Yeah, just remodified it here and there. Wow, that's a lot of work. I mean, no dentist in Canada gone work for 7 days a week or work past 4 p.m. in short notice. But Mexican dentists, they do that. They do it very efficiently. They're being very polite. I have no negative things said about the dentist I visit. Tell you the truth, I don't think I'm gonna even go visit a dentist here. Why? You know what? Here in Nanaimo, especially in Nanaimo, I can say it. Dentists, they don't want your money because there's no competition here. So they think, oh, anybody gonna come in. So you know what? If I'm gonna pay $200 for cleaning and like X-ray, why do I pay $250 fly to San Diego, have a good trip? Down there, X-ray, they don't put it into a film. They just take a look on the laptop and show it to you. Here, Nanaimo dentist, here in Canada dentist, Tijuana dentist, can't comparable. It's absolutely can't comparable. You know what, even the filling, cleaning, I think I'm going to go down to Mexico once a year or twice a year. Why bother to have a dental insurance? No, I'm not going to pay $200 for a dental insurance. Why I can't get $250 fly down and get the trip and get everything done? Like cleaning, $40. Filling, $60. They do a great job. Like cleaning part, the one I hate about cleaning is, the sound. It's especially here, it really kills me. But down Mexico, everything's done by automatic. It was amazing experience. On my way back, because I do have a Nexus car, so I didn't end up lining up like 3 hours. At first, you know what? That's another thing. You can't trust whatever you read on the internet. I couldn't find an answer on the internet that if Nexus can be treated as central car. Because from Canada to US, we use Nexus. From Mexico back to US is a central car. It's exactly the same car. So the only way you find out, you go use it. So I bypassed all the line and then put this ID to the machine. 10 seconds, like my picture popped out. The officer want to see my passport because not too many Canadians go through this route. So I showed him passport. Okay, go ahead. 10 seconds done. Instead of waiting for the lineup. So this is another thing. If you do go to the U.S. quite a bit, make sure you get a Nexus card. It's totally worth it. $50 for 5 years. Then every time you fly from the airport, drive down to the U.S., there's no wait. You have a designated line for that. But you have to pass the interview. I know some people can get nervous. They wouldn't be able to do the interview. Just like a lot of people can't do the street tacos. Same thing. I don't expect everybody can do what I did here. It's a different cultural experience, like bullfight, like having street food. You don't see a lot of street food here in Canada, so I love it. Yeah, the total saving, I would say I probably save about $2,000, $3,000. So imagine I see a dentist get everything done, I will spend like $5,000. My entire trip, including hotel, rental car. I visit San Diego, Los Angeles, Tijuana, Rosarito, down Mexico, all the admission, all hotel, food, drink, half of $5,000. Probably I spent like $2,000. And there's still room for saving. For example, drink less. For example, cook at home. Cook at hostel. For example, stay in Tijuana rather than San Diego, because it's only 60 minutes commuting from Tijuana to San Diego. So that will save quite a bit. If you have any other questions regarding dental tourism, please drop me an email or write on my wall. I will answer you anytime. Adios. Gracias.